Now then folks, welcome. Right, I know I said in my last video that I think the Speed Triple RS is as good as, or maybe I preferred it to the Super Duke from KTM. The problem is I've not ridden a Super Duke for quite a long time now, so I might have forgotten just how good it is. So if only I had a spare Super Duke R sat round doing nothing, I could maybe make a comparison video. Oh, look at that. Well, would you believe it? So the Speed Triple RS or the Super Duke R? Let's go and find out. Alright folks, so as promised, I've been riding this Speed Triple for a few days and I love it. And I was saying on the last video that I think I prefer it to the Super Duke. And the Super Duke's definitely one of the best nakeds, the most aggressive bike I've ever ridden, I've said that. And this just seems, I don't know, like a more refined version of it. A sound that's just unbeatable. Handling is so good. So precise. Looks the business. And it's bloody quick. So I was saying that I think I prefer this, but I've not ridden a Super Duke for a while, so I'm going to do a little comparison. What a beautiful bike this is. Oh man, that sound is unbelievable. And of course this is the 1050 and there's the new 1200 RS coming out soon. We'll turn right here. Yeah, the new 1200 coming out soon, which is going to be even better. So if ever there was a contender for the 1290 Super Duke, I mean this to me feels it, but the 1200 is going to be even better. So we're going to do the same loop on each bike. As I said before, this bike's wearing Super Corsa Diablos that feel perfect, perfectly planted. Instantaneous with the power delivery. What a great bike this is. I really love it. A bit wide there. I'm going to zip through here. It's only going to be a very short loop. I'm just pretty sure this sound is unbeatable. When this one's rasping up at the top end, it's just so... it's the nicest thing I've ever heard. As I was saying before about the being in third, dropping to second and banging it, just listen to that in a minute under this bridge. If I get a chance to do it, that is. Have I forgotten how good the Super Duke is? Listen. Bit of gravel down here normally. a machine. Right, join me in a sec and we'll be on board the Super Duke car. See you in a sec. Right folks, we're now on the KTM 1290 Super Duke R. First thing I notice, it's a bigger engine. Obviously this is a 1290, so more upright seated position. The gearbox is way tighter than that of the Speed Triple. Quick shifter again, but it's literally, it barely moves. There's no space in there, if that makes sense. The sound is incredibly intimidating, and this will want to wheelie in almost every gear. This just feels, this is like, it's like Jean-Claude Van Damme, 80s fans, Jean-Claude Van Damme, 90s fans, 80 or 90? Can't remember. 90s, of course it is 90s. It's like, go on then. It's like the Speed Triple Jean-Claude Van Damme, and this is Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is far musclier. That sound is so intimidating. This is a 2017 model against the 2020 Speed Triple. I've got to say, it's been a long time since I've ridden this. It's not a review of any or anything. If you want to see one of those, check one of my subs rides videos, link above my head now. This bike belongs to Kev, a member of the Wildbad family, lives up in Norway, so instead of him riding all the way down on it all the time when he comes on trips with us, he just leaves it at my house. So I'm on it with very kind permission of Kev, so it's consider it babysitting fees. And I'm going to be completely impartial with this, and he knows this. So what I say at the end, don't think is swayed one way or another because of whatever reason. One, I've got Triumph lending me brand new bikes. Two, I've got a friend's actual bike, and I'm not going to sway either way because of either of those reasons. It'll just be how I feel completely. There's a bit more traffic on this run, so I'm not going to get a chance to have a blup blup. I genuinely can't believe how much tighter this gearbox is. This is on Michelin Road 5s. You know how much I like that tyre, how much I love that tyre and trust that tyre. Yeah, it's definitely a more upright position. Let's go. Definitely a more upright position on this one. Oops. Listen to this. That's just pure aggression. It's as if the bike's saying, yeah, what's up? Go on then. I don't actually open the taps on this fully because it will try and kill you. As I said when I rode this back, what, 6 months ago it must be, probably more. It has to be the most aggressive bike I've ever ridden. But the tone as well makes you realise that you're on something serious. No, this is not a, we're not joking here kind of thing. Now let's do the same thing. I don't nail it. Ooh, whoa. Oh, we're gonna get back in the garage in a second
and do our little verdict. Obviously this is just a bit of fun, so don't take it too seriously. Whoop. I'm glad, in a way, that I've not ridden the Super Duke for a long time, because I've forgotten what it was like. I need to call and get some peas. Let's not forget peas. It's got a really wide seat on it, this has, as well, which I find quite good. Quite girthy. The gearbox is incredibly smooth on this. There's no in between. It's locks into gear the second you touch the gear lever. Hey, just these, please. Thanks very much. There you go, Kev. It's good for carrying peas, pal. Right, back to the garage and we'll have a chat.
Right then, we're just fresh back. Quite pleased that I've not ridden the Super Duke in such a long time, because I'd forgotten what an absolute weapon that bike is. I absolutely adore the Speed Triple. I love it. It's just, it sounds incredible. It's just a beautiful bike to ride. The Super Duke, different gravy. It's not the same at all. That bike is just an absolute animal. It really is. But the other things that surprised me was the gearbox. So perfectly tight on that bike. I'm sorry, I don't know how many miles are on. In fact, let me have a look. Let's have a look how many miles are on her. Ooh, let's not forget my peas. Oops. Sorry about that, Kev. Stay there, peas. Kev's got this perfectly nice and neat inside, and now I've just ruined it for him. Bear with me a second. What was I doing telling you how many miles are on this bike? Kev's screaming at the screen now. It's got this many! 2,000, I think just shy of 2,500 on the Speed Triple. As I said, this is a 2017 model. And it has... That's in street mode as well, not sport mode. Street mode. Jesus. I don't think what it's like in sport mode. Nearly 13,000 miles. So nearly 13,000 miles on the Super Duke, compared to 2,500 on the Speed Triple. I can't believe how tight this gearbox is on this. Literally, it just clicks. It's just a tiny little click. There's no travel on the lever itself, and there's no clunk in between gears. It's just like a little click. Boop. Simple as that, up and down. I've forgotten how... I can't think of the right superlative for this bike. The Speed Triple is absolutely beautiful. Looks the business, sounds the business. So nice to ride. I will say that the Super Duke is different. It's different level altogether. It's a different level altogether. Be interesting to see what the 1200 Speed Triple's like when that comes, which I will be getting, fingers crossed. But the Super Duke is just crackers, is what it is. Speed Triple is nice to ride. You can, as I said earlier, you can ride it like an absolute lunatic or ride it just steady. as you can with this, but this just, you can tell it wants to pull your face off. It wants to hurt you. The 1290 Super Duke R is not to be disrespected at all. What an absolute weapon. So that's a little roundup. If I was to have the choice of the two bikes, no, this is different, you see. It's not with a view to owning. I think I would probably want the Speed Triple because it's just nicer to ride. If you want a full-on muscle Arnold Schwarzenegger stroke Van Damme, you want the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think there's any comparison. There can't be, because that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. But comfy at the same time. So, it's a comparison. Just a back-to-back comparison. Not really saying one's better than the other. I would probably choose the Speed Triple to own, because I love that sound. I would have the Super Duke to just be a full-on aggressive, steroid-injected nutcase. There you go. All right, look after yourselves. Let me get me peas. Look after yourselves, folks. Be good. Be careful. And eat your peas.